All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're tackling one of the absolute most misunderstood topics of the year, making money with AI in 2026. We are cutting straight through the noise today. No fake guru promises, no getting rich while you sleep on a beach. We're laying out a no-nonsense blueprint to help you separate those deceptive get-rich-quick traps from the real, lucrative opportunities that are sitting right in front of you. But before we talk about making money, we've got to talk about losing it. $74 million. That is the staggering amount of money lost by consumers that was recently uncovered in the FTC's Operation AI Comply crackdown. And this wasn't money lost in a bad stock market dip. This was outright stolen through AI e-commerce and side hustle scams that preyed on people who were just looking to get ahead. Okay, let's dive into this. Because promises like earning tens of thousands of dollars in days with fully automated passive income, that is exactly what a trap looks like. These are the ridiculous claims from busted scams like Air AI and Ascend Ecom. They sell this total dream that AI can somehow completely replace human effort, promising you massive returns for zero work. It's a beautifully crafted lie, and it's designed to do one thing: empty your bank account. Section 1. Spotting the AI scams. Protect your wallet before building your wealth. So what's the easiest way to protect yourself? It all comes down to understanding one fundamental difference. Legitimate work is AI-powered. That means you're using tools you actually control, usually paying anywhere from $0 to maybe $500 a year for standard subscriptions, just to amplify your own skills. On the flip side, AI-wrapped scams, they demand these massive $5,000 to $40,000 upfront system fees and claim you don't need to know anything or do anything. Look, if you're buying a magical system instead of a tool, you're the customer, not the business owner. Let's walk through the FTC's 5 massive red flags. If you come across passive income claims, massive upfront fees, super high-pressure sales tactics, conditional guarantees, or those completely unverifiable screenshots of students making 6 figures, run. Just run. To give you an idea of how vicious these groups actually are, the FTC noted that when victims of the Ascend Ecom scam tried to leave negative reviews, the company threatened to cancel their guarantees and literally issued death threats. And here's a crucial rule, one that's been specifically highlighted in reports out of the Asian market, where a staggering $140 million was lost to fake investment scams. These scammers use deepfake celebrity ads on platforms like Facebook to bait victims. The moment you show a little bit of interest, they ask you to move to a private line messaging group. When they ask you to move to a private chat, stop immediately. Legitimate opportunities can always withstand public scrutiny. Section 2. Real jobs, zero experience. The 2026 talent shortage. All right, now that our guard is up against the scams, let's shift gears to the reality. The median side hustle income right now is actually about $200 a month. I know, it's not flashy, but it's real. And more importantly, there's a massive structural talent shortage across the globe for entry-level AI roles. In fact, LinkedIn's 2026 data shows the global vacancy-to-candidate ratio for AI jobs is 3.2 to 1. Think about that for a second. There are over 3 open jobs for every single qualified applicant. This gap is exactly where your opportunity is. Now, what's really interesting when you look at these roles is the experience needed. Notice what isn't there? You don't see Python coding or a master's in machine learning. These are real entry-level roles that just require solid writing ability, critical thinking, and customer empathy. The AI industry desperately needs real humans to train, test, and guide these models. You see, no AI experience definitely does not mean no skills. If you have clear written communication or just great attention to detail, you're already halfway there. And I want to really emphasize domain expertise here. If you have a background in nursing or law or finance, you are unbelievably valuable to AI training platforms right now, because AI models absolutely have to be trained by people who deeply understand those subjects. Section 3. Stacking tools for income. The zero-cost freelance hustle. So, beyond full-time jobs, there's a second major path to income for 2026. This is where you replace expensive software subscriptions with highly capable, free AI tools so you can offer really profitable freelance services directly to local businesses. Just a year ago, the old way meant you were paying monthly for Midjourney, Canva Pro, and Zapier just to run a basic digital agency. But the 2026 reality has completely flipped that on its head. You can now use the free tier of ChatGPT for your writing and images, the completely revamped free Adobe Express for design, and a self-hosted, totally free version of N8N for complex automation. By stacking these free tools, along with absolute powerhouses like Google's Notebook LM for research and Fathom for your meeting notes, a freelancer can eliminate over $500 in monthly overhead. I mean, think about it. When your software costs drop down to practically zero, your profit margins on the services you're selling become absolutely massive.
So the crucial point is this. Yes, the tools are free, and yes, they are incredibly fast, but they do not do the work for you. AI does not remove the human discipline of finding clients, making the pitches, and delivering actual value. The human hustle is what actually generates the money.
Need some proof? Let's look at William's story. He gave himself a 7-day challenge. He used ChatGPT to find local businesses that didn't have websites, then used a no-code AI tool called Lovable to build a sample site for a local salon. He got ignored by 7 businesses right out the gate and actually almost quit on day 3. But by day 5, that salon bought the site for €500. He then used another tool, Monos, to build a local booking app, got 6 businesses on board, and made another €1,000. That is scrappy, direct human outreach powered by AI. Section 4. Your 90-day action plan from beginner to hired. So, how do we actually make this your reality? We're going to break down exactly how you can move from day 1 to getting hired or landing your first clients in just 90 days. Days 1 through 14, that's about foundation and orientation. Please don't spend a single dime here. Look at your existing skills and pick a path. Maybe it's content writing, maybe data annotation. Go take a highly respected, completely free course like Google AI Essentials or the University of Helsinki's Elements of AI. And finally, update your LinkedIn headline. Signal to the world that you are transitioning into this space. Moving into days 15 to 45, and this brilliantly illustrates the new landscape. You can actually earn while you learn. Apply to platforms like Scale AI or dataannotation.tech. They literally pay you to train AI, giving you real, legitimate experience for your resume while you learn the mechanics behind the scenes. At the same time, just build one piece of public proof. It could be a sample blog post you edited with AI or a short document of prompts you tested. Just get something out there. By day 46, you transition to strategic application. You aren't just sending out generic resumes anymore. You are tailoring them to the specific AI tools those target companies use. And here is a massive tip straight from the experts. Just a simple 30-minute investment in playing around with Claude or ChatGPT before an interview puts you light years ahead of most applicants who just show up completely unprepared. And in the final stretch, days 76 to 90, you compound your advantage. Post your learnings on LinkedIn once a week to build that recruiter visibility. Keep refining your portfolio based on any feedback you get. The most important lesson here is that the people successfully breaking into AI right now, they aren't waiting until they feel 100% qualified. They are starting way before they're ready, and they're getting qualified along the way. We've seen the brutal scams to avoid, the massive talent gap that is just waiting to be filled, and the exact free tools you can use to build an incredible income in 2026. The tools are literally sitting right there for free. The market demand is very, very real. So I'm going to leave you with this one question to think about today. What are you waiting for? Get out there and take that first step. Thanks for joining me on this explainer.